Hi, everybody. I don't see you, but it says you're on, so I'm just trying to get you on. Okay. Let me try to bring everybody else on. I don't know how this is going to work today. Everything seems to be going very slow, so we'll see what happens. Hey, how are you? Switch to night mode in your YouTube gaming. That's so weird. Everything is different this morning on YouTube. It's very strange. How's everybody? Let's see. I'm hearing my I can hear everything. So bizarre. I'm Night Owl Susan. Yeah, I can hear everybody. Things talking back on YouTube today. How's everybody? Hey, how are you? Hopefully, I can get that sound off. There we go. Maybe that will work. Unbelievable. Hey, Monique, how are you? Just tweeted for people to join. Okay, perfect. Uh, Unusual day. Friday's going to be one of those days, and I can see that it looks like. Susan, please follow me on Twitter. Okay, I'll do that. Does everybody hear me on YouTube? For some reason, I'm hearing myself. So, Lisa, good to see you. Crystal, good to see you. Las Vegas gal, hello, hello. Everybody, please swipe and invite if you will. Love the evening scopes. Yeah, we'll have to do that again. I don't know why that I am. Everything is different on my YouTube this morning, and it's so weird. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Good morning. Thank you. Every. Okay, good. Cut the quality to 144 to hear audio. Yeah, I don't know why I'm hearing myself and getting that feedback. It shouldn't be happening. I was on last night and something really unusual happened. As everybody who was watching last night will know, I was all of a sudden on Periscope. I got knocked off of Periscope, and I had to prove that I wasn't a bot. So I think somebody is probably messing with something. Yeah, I got some rest, Monique. Thank you. And Periscope is down. I don't know. Something really happened with our discussion last night on Periscope, and just weird stuff. So I noticed that there were some people on Periscope last night that were following everybody around, and Lady Gaga said, "Oh, good." Following everybody around and saying really rude stuff. I just wanted to tell people on Periscope, if people are doing that to you, feel free to report them. Feel free to block them. Feel free to let me know. Because I went back and looked at some of the things, very disgusting people that were on, and I guess they get their kicks out of doing stuff like that. But it's not going to be in my Periscope, so we're going to get rid of those people on there. Good morning, Utah. Good morning, Keith. Good to see you. Please swipe and invite if you will. Good morning, everybody. Have you cold rebooted your router and modem? I'm going to have to do that, I think, James. After I'm seeing there's some difficulties this morning, so I'm just going to reboot the whole thing. Good sound on Facebook Live. Yeah, Facebook Live always. There's no problems usually on Facebook Live. That's so great. And on YouTube, they usually, we're not having rude people over on YouTube. So they don't follow people around and troll them. So it's good to see everybody. So we made it to Friday. Not a lot of, breaking news on Friday. Glasgow Coupon, good to see you. A lot of new people in the scopes this morning. A lot of names that are just letters. So we'll see how this goes. Poor Paris. I know, Las Vegas gal, really horrible. Paris again. You know, hearing all the things that happened yesterday, just really sickening. And ISIS claimed the ones to do it. Very strange. Different folks and never have seen some of them. Yeah, absolutely. That's always a bad sign, Carmen. Did it speeds up everything? Okay, I will. I will do that, Monique. When you're telling James, French need to wake up. Yeah, Americans need to wake up as well. I guess because we're taking it a little bit too lightly. Like, oh well, it's only going to happen over there. It doesn't happen to us. But we need to we need to take it seriously over here as well. What I was hearing too, and I don't know if anybody else heard this, is that the one police officer was sitting in his car at a red light in his cruiser at his red light, and then he got attacked. So that's not really that's really a horrible thing that happened yesterday. Good morning, Beck. Good morning, Robert. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see everyone. Oh, recap the week. I think that's so impossible to do, Carmen. It's such a blur anyway. Cowards, right? No respect for life. Absolutely. Feisty Latina, good to see you. Good morning. Good morning. I think, one of the things, I don't know if you guys heard this yesterday. Hey, Don, good morning. Miss me? Yes, Don, we missed you. Oh, gosh. Yeah, Monique, you would think so, but I think that's not what's happening over on Periscope. So okay, I don't know if you heard this the other night, but George Soros, coffee time, coffee time with Susan Knowles. George Soros was on Bloomberg TV, and he had some really nasty things to say about Donald Trump. Good morning, Zongy Gang. He said that Donald Trump is doing the work of ISIS, and before that, he was doing the work of Al Qaeda. So George Soros loving on Donald Trump again, and they have that garbage on TV. Hi, Phil. Good to see you. Thank you, Keith. Thank you very much. I know, Robert, shaking your head. I mean, what can you do with these people? It's just pretty amazing. Too funny, James. I'm your backup. How's the quality on video over on YouTube? Somebody let me know. Anya, Toby official joined. A lot of new people. The Alinsky mirror. Brilliant snowflake. Great. Would you expect anything less from Soros? Nope, never. Nope, never, never. It's always time for him to come out. Periscope is all clear. Okay. Delusion of grandeur, Soros. Yeah, exactly. Horrible Soros. Yep. Can anybody tell me how the YouTube is going, video and sound on YouTube? Soros is evil. He is evil. Very evil. Um, let's see. A couple of things. Speaking of Soros, let's go right into Elizabeth Warren. Yeah, I'm wondering if I should go ahead and just try to start YouTube, but it'll be so difficult to do. Let me just try to. I'm going to do a stop and then start again, but I'm not sure it's going to help. Trying to go on and do a Periscope and having people come in and doing stuff like that. It may be internet, but you are lagging. Yeah, I don't think it is, Cindy. I think it's having some issues on YouTube this morning. It's a coincidence. Soros sounds like Soros. No. YouTube messing up. Uh oh. Yeah, I know. It until Jerry last night when I was on, nothing ever happened bad on YouTube at all. But last night when it got attacked, thank you. It's a professional mic for radio shows. Are you kidding me? Too funny. What a joke. Sad. No. Okay. Thank you. Um. So let's see what happens with. Okay, it's great. YouTube is fine. People saying different things. Maybe it's a little bit better for everybody right now. So anyway, FCC approved. I wouldn't know about that probably. YouTube is great for Asher. Okay, Asher. And you must be important targeting you now. Yeah, or somebody thinks I am, Jerry. So, somebody who likes to get their kicks. But anyway, okay, so Elizabeth Warren was on The View. What better place for Elizabeth Warren than on The View? Can you think of a better place for her? Because it certainly isn't the Senate. I need help getting YouTube live stream going. Yeah, so did I, Utah. And no one came along. Only thing I can tell you is just go to YouTube and look at a lot of the videos. Yes. Hi Kim. Good to see you. Yeah, it was nauseating. I didn't watch her on The View, but other people did. Enough to churn your stomach. Yeah, Thank goodness it's Friday because we'll probably need to recoup from her being on there. Here's what she did. We're talking about George Soros and how bad he was and what he did to Donald Trump. So listen to what she did. She compared Donald Trump to North Korea's dictator. That's what Elizabeth Warren did. That's how wonderful. Thank you, Beck. I appreciate it. And just so you guys know that maybe the ones that aren't on YouTube, I have been coming on at different times on YouTube, and so if you want to impromptu things, just go ahead and subscribe in YouTube and go ahead and sign up and click on that little bell. That way, when I come on, you can come over there and join. Elephant in the room. What is up with Scope? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. If you figure it out, you let me know, okay? Keep it up, Liz, while you lost and we'll lose again. Hopefully that's true. What's the name brand of the mic? It's Heil. Heil. So, okay. Hey, Mark. The View is a great place for Elizabeth Warren. I do not watch that communist show. No, neither do I. Good morning, Lisa. How are you? Good morning. Heil Sound. Yes, that's it. Everybody likes those mics because they're pretty good. Jason Chaffetz is leaving. Yeah, what do you think about that? Some people are saying that he may be leaving before his term is up, I've heard. Oh, that's good. Wow. Bob Heil, that's good. If compared to UN is all they have left, bring it on. Warren bankrupting states? Yeah, maybe so. You should do the man on the street where you interview random people about politics. That would be great. Yeah, here's the one thing though, James. It's California, and you got to be careful who you're talking to. But I may try something like that because in California, you never know what you're going to get, and it could be dangerous. So shocking to see Warren's tweets congratulating Brown for Massachusetts. Never thought I'd see the day she had a kind word come out of her mouth. Yeah, well, that's interesting. So she compared Donald Trump to North Korea's dictator. She accused President Trump of making it easier for employers, listen to this, to steal, good morning, McDuder, to steal employees' wages. Now tell me if this is sounding a bit like Maxine Waters. Making it easier for companies to hide it if they kill or maim employees. Making it easier for companies to cheat pensioners. That's what I'm thinking. She sounds worse than Soros. Oh, Omega 400 amp belonging to Grateful Dead. Wow, that's pretty amazing. Uses a Rosie mic. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow, what is she on? I don't know, Las Vegas gal. We're not gonna have boobs in the scope, but thanks for asking. Now you can leave. Anybody who comes in and says something like that, just so you know, you're going to get blocked right away. And I'm pretty sure that most people in here who are adults know that. So let's see. We're going to raise. She says he is claims through Trump Care. Trump wants to knock 24 million people off of their health care coverage. That was another thing. Yeah, Maxine is a disgrace, and now you've got another one to add to that. She's going to she said he will raise the cost for middle class families so he can give a tax cut for a handful of millionaire and billionaires. So, in other words, herself. So that's pretty amazing. And also, it's another one. She's another one of those people who acts like she's not a millionaire. Like, oh well, I'm just one of the poor people, just like you. So, in speaking about what we should do in North Korea, Warren said, we have an unstable man who has nuclear weapons. And she was interrupted by Joey Behar, who said, you're talking about Trump now, right? And so then she went on to say, so here's her complete sentence without interruption. We have an unstable man who has nuclear weapons about to deal with an unstable man who has nuclear weapons. What could possibly go wrong? So, here we have this woman who, again, we think that Maxine Waters is bad in what she says. When she says stuff about without any type of facts at all. I mean, look at what Elizabeth Warren just did. I mean, how amazingly horrible is that? It is totally insane, Keith. Yes, absolutely. So, I mean, it's amazing to see all of that and to hear that, and nobody calls them on it. Well, just what I just read about her saying all those things about Donald Trump, insults about him, uh, even worse than insults, and then nobody calls her on it. Maxine is horrific. Monique said they're all evil and disgraceful. Shocking she is even in office, but she's prime example of the filth that has been running our country. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Fox called her on it this morning. Finally. Good. Unbelievable. I think Elizabeth Warren is a liar all the way back to college. She's not going to change now. No, not going to change for sure. Hey, Ryan, good to see you over on Facebook. I'm having some problems on YouTube today. I think everything got attacked yesterday on Periscope and YouTube when I came on at night. Maxine has done nothing for the folks in California. Yep. Thanks, Jerry. uh, oh, great. Now I got a phone call. Everybody back on Periscope. This Friday morning. I mean, is it Friday the 13th and I just don't know about it? Unbelievable. She can't remember horse hockey, according to Don. Don, you cleaned up your language. Good. I love that. I hope the Democrats run her, but I think they are priming Oprah. Oh my gosh, mark my words. That's from Asher said that. I know, I spoke too soon. No one is talking about the Clinton Foundation. No, they're not. Nobody is still not talking about the Clinton Foundation. I don't know if anybody is going to be talking about the Clinton Foundation. Looks like Facebook, I'm not Facebook, but YouTube has frozen up. I'm telling you, this has been. We can just call this Weird Friday, I think, because everything that could go wrong is going to go wrong this morning with the network. Unbelievable. It's just so odd. It's having problems this morning. We never really have problems on YouTube, but I hope she runs also because she will be a laughing stock. No chance. Well, Kimmy, you'd be surprised, but if you're talking about Maxine Waters, she has a chance in California of getting reelected. Yeah, exactly. James was asking if the Clinton Foundation was a charity, why did it close after the election was over? Because people stopped giving money. That's why. Yeah, Warren. Warren. I think Warren's got a good chance. Hi, Jennifer. Good to see you. A good chance of getting elected too. Update, Kruma. It's your first day on Periscope. How are you? Never underestimate the stupidity of a liberal voter. Yeah. Clinton aid drugs were watered down. AIDS drugs were watered down. I don't. I feel bad for everybody on YouTube today that's having a hard time. If maybe we'll come back on later today and try it again after I've rebooted everything. Remember Sandy Burglar Burger secured government papers about Bill Clinton and yeah. Yeah, no telling what's up with that. It's funny, we never investigate. Oh, you did, Keith? You activated your Facebook. Wow. We never investigate the Clintons for anything. They just kind of go scot free. And even if we do investigate, if we dare do that, nothing ever happens. Warren is with less baggage and more energy. Hillary Clinton with less baggage and more energy. That could be a good description of her, James. Very good description. How is everything looking over there on YouTube? Is it still working? On my end, it's looking horrible today. Let's see. Carmen, she is the perfect candidate. Watch and see. Oprah Winfrey. Yeah. Asher seems to think it's going to be Oprah Winfrey. You never know who's going to run for president anymore because before Donald Trump, people weren't really talking about it. Yeah, I know, Lisa. Like, who knows what's going on? Um, but with Donald Trump having run for president and won, that will probably give people on the left the incentive to go and do that to try to So Oprah Winfrey wouldn't be a far fetched. Susan looking. Thank you, Asher. Poor YouTube today. So that's Elizabeth Warren. That's what she's been busy doing. Also, to let you know, you probably heard this, but just to let you know, the Border Patrol is recruiting in the Northeast to protect our borders. So, if you're interested in joining the Border Patrol, now's your chance. They're looking for a few good men and women. People love her. Yeah, I know. People buy into it all the time. So Oprah has a lot of followers, a ton of them. I've never seen so many new people in Periscope than I'm seeing today. It's hard to recognize anybody's name. I Did everybody get an invitation to come in, just, or what's the possibility of that happening? Um, so all new people. I think there are two that I recognize that have been here before, and the rest are just brand new. Why are women generally so liberal? I don't know if that's true, Keith. Oh, good morning. How are you? I don't think women are generally liberal. I think the news media probably makes them out to be that way, but there are a whole bunch of us who aren't. Well, I think they just my first listen. I approve. Okay, Utah Red Hat. Thank you. I just think that you a lot of times women like those type of shows, and they go there, and they just happen to get the ones that are liberal, but you don't see us going. Oh no, I didn't see that. That's so cute. Brain dead Oprah followers. Huh? Why am I still seeing? I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know, and I'm not paying attention to it. People can go on about their business. I'm liking. Thanks. Yeah, I think Periscope finally died. I mean, not Periscope, but YouTube. I mean, what a day! I have to make it up to the YouTube people. I really do. YouTube has been faithful. That was embarrassing. Trump didn't respect the anthem when Melania told him. I haven't seen that, but thank you. Used to be a liberal in my 20s, but life happened. Truth found. Yep, I like hanging out with Republicans. I don't want to live in an echo chamber. Oh, my goodness. Nyla Booty. Yeah, all of these names and all of these people. Just amazing. How did you find this scope? Did you just happen upon it by random accident here? Asher says, Carmen, they are having their running strategy talked out right now with top Hollywood people and entertainment industry. My opinion, but you will remember I said it first. Colleges promote liberal agenda. Absolutely. And not only do colleges, but in public school, it starts at very young. On the main Periscope page? Really? Wow. They may have given me a little after what happened last night. I had to prove I wasn't a robot. Someone shared, or you were live, not sure. Okay. Let's see. When I used to be a liberal, then I had to get a job and raise a conservative family. Yeah. Patrick Wang, good to see you. Another new person. The progressive bench is thin. They have to find candidates. Alive. Yes. Yeah. And, again, what it was, a Kanye West. Wasn't it Kanye West who said that he was going to run for president? So I think that Kanye is probably may give it a chance. Okay. I hate to block people, but when people get rude, they just get blocked. The good news is that the president gets reelected 88% of the time. Yep, hopefully that will happen. Shauna was in your Sylvan's live stream, and streaming today is horrible. Very, yeah, it is. Now your live stream is scratchy too. I know it's really bizarre today, Shauna, and it's YouTube is not acting well at all. So it's good to hear that other people are having issues with it. Hey, you just press on it on the person's quote, whatever they're saying, and then it'll come up and just say block. Socialism does not work. Absolutely does not work. Hello, good to see you. Do you like Obama? What do you think? Tell Nyla wants to know if we like Obama. So maybe you can tell her. Maybe everybody in YouTube can tell her too. Kanye is too unstable, as Carmen said. uh, are you kidding me? Joined again. I love that. Are you kidding me? It's so good. Okay. So, and I talked about this last night on the scope. Um, there was so much talk for so long about Steve Bannon and Jared Kushner and how everything was being taken over by the globalists and on and on and on. And we heard about how everything was going downhill. Trump was listening to the globalists. Trump was being taken over. Thank you. Um, what do you think now? Because yesterday, when they were talking, when Trump was having his briefing with the Italian Prime Minister, Kushner and Steve Bannon were sitting side by side when there were rumors about that Kushner or that Steve Bannon had already left the White House, that he'd already been told to get out. Let's see, Asher is sad that policies have come to this, but I'm glad I'm not the only one who's more conscientious about movies, sports, and even news channels. Yeah, sometimes you have to just decide not to go and see a movie if it's somebody that offends you or somebody on the left that you don't want to promote. Yeah, promoted by some media pundits, big ballyhoo on Bannon. It is, I think, moved on. uh, yeah, I think that I think that was maybe to get attention for the week. I don't know. Bannon is still there, Jerry. He was there yesterday, sitting side by side with Jared Kushner at the briefing. So I'm afraid the left will start World War III with their rhetoric. Could be. Maybe it's the weather. Satellites might be spinning in space. I don't know, Shauna. It certainly is weird. After my incident last night with the two, with Periscope and YouTube, I have no idea what's going on. So you just never know. Yeah. Hello. Good to see you. We have all new people today, Shauna. Everybody in Periscope practically is new, except a couple of people. It's just the oddest thing in the world. So you never know what's going on. We'll never watch Hanks ever again. Obama has at least 7 acts of treason he's committed, according to Shauna. Asher, Karma, I wonder why, LOL, why she's never going to watch Hanks ever again. Yeah, Tom Hanks was out in the South Pacific with Obama, Bruce Springsteen, Tom Hanks, and who else? Oh, no, Oprah, I think, was there. Tuning in all the way from, oh my gosh, wow. Putin could now lie and say Trump colluded, damaged Trump. Yeah, you can sing. Yeah, I can, but that's not what this scope is about. So, I just stop watching anything other than YouTube. uh, yeah, who knows? Let's see. Crystal said they do these things to distract from the true issues or to keep focus away from the Dems and their agenda. I think you're right, Crystal. A lot of times people just they come up with some theory and they get it going and they pass it on to the other Periscope pundit and it just kind of goes around for a week and then everybody can get clicks that way all week and then I think that's basically what it is. Biggest event for me this week was Donald Trump talking about reducing H-1B. That is huge for the middle-aged IT person. Yeah, and he did. He signed that executive order. So Tom Hanks, yeah. If we bomb North Korea, won't we end up with a few nuclear facility meltdowns? Some people say that if we bomb North Korea, it'd be a very easy thing to do. That it would be a quick in and quick out. I have no idea. Wouldn't like to see us get involved in North Korea. Would rather somebody else take that on if they felt that they needed to. But I'm like everybody else. I think in a lot of respects we should just stay out of other countries if at all possible. Bust a tuna. Oh, Asher, come on. I don't think we will first. Yeah, maybe not Utah. Last resort. Yeah. I mean, South Korea. Whew, if that happens. Oh my, that's funny. Periscope has so many newbies. Yes. We won't do that. China will rein them in. The fat man in. They have 1.25 million active. Yeah, 7. They have a lot of people. That's for sure. Somebody was saying that Trump needs to go ahead and just deal. Was it Trump that needs to deal with North Korea or somebody else? I don't know. I mean, depending on what your opinion is, I think that we should let China, and maybe that's what you said, let China deal with North Korea. I think they're more suited to do that. They're, yeah, China first, right? I like the animals in Africa. North Korea is the size of Ohio. Others need to lead it. Someone will slip in there and get him quickly, according to Kimmy. Yeah, just was reading your guys' your thoughts on that. Susan, you could sing the news. Huh, yeah. Thanks, Asher. Good try, but that's okay. There was an I don't know if you saw this last night, but on my Facebook page, there was this girl. I think she may be like 11 or 12 years old. I have to find her name and everything else, but her voice was absolutely incredible. And I sent that around. Rapping the news is trending. Oh, that's great. Yeah, I don't know how you'd rap the news, but okay. I'm going to be good now. Cross the deal. Cross the fingers. Okay. You, Asher, you and Don, I'm telling you. Let our anti-missile battery in Japan deal with North Korea. Sounds good to me. I mean, anybody but us, if at all possible. We really don't need to be getting in another war. I mean, I think we're stretched thin enough already. So, going someplace else and putting troops in there. Yeah, you think so, Don? Trump got the woman released from Egypt. If Obama did it, would be trending number one. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you think of all the things that Donald Trump has accomplished in this very short period of time, and we really don't hear anything about it. We really just, and we're not going to. I'm just hoping that they do go after MS 13. I think that would be a really good thing. I know that the border crossings are down, way down. That's a very good thing. We're not hearing anything about that. The people coming from Central America to Mexico has severely dropped, like 70% or something like that. And he continues to deport people. I mean, it's amazing. No, JPG, he doesn't need the accolades, but people on the left, they need to hear about what our president is doing. They need to hear that our president loves America and is doing things for Americans, and we're not going to hear that. Fox News needs to hire you. Well, thank you. Send them a little note. Maybe they'll get the matches. People on the right need to hear it too. Absolutely, they do. People need to hear it because I'll tell you one thing: if you're on the right, you're not hearing this unless you go and you listen to independent news. You're not hearing that. So I think people always say, why do people need it? Why do people say things about it? He doesn't need it. But we do. We do need to hear it. And hey, Weaponized Truth, good morning. We're having problems over on YouTube today, so hopefully things will work all right. But Shauna came in and said that they're having problems on YouTube altogether, so maybe YouTube's getting censored. So, I think that again, we talk about this, and I think we need to continue to talk seriously about it. We need to have people who are trying to make sure something isn't advertiser friendly, and you can't do that. Things that come up to let you know that what you're saying is not appreciated, even if it's, I mean, literally, if you put a hashtag Syria, that got me a comment from YouTube saying that this isn't advertiser friendly. It's like, wow, unbelievable. You might see. Thanks, Asher. Yeah, Phil, weaponized truth in over there. So anyway, we what do you guys think about it? Do you think this is a serious problem? Do you think that the conservative point of view is dying off and they're getting rid of it? I know, doesn't it, James? When you had to wait for the video to download, it's like dial-up was better. Oh, okay. Thanks, Ed, for letting me know. Holy microphone. Yes. And the microphone itself isn't, if you look at that, it's not like this big bulbous thing here. This is so that it won't sound like puh, puh, puh when you're talking. That's why you have this. It filters out the sound. That's why you have this sleeve, if you will, put on that. Yeah, Carmen, I had to restart YouTube again so that your sound may come back. Who knows? Kind of going back and forth. They want to keep us quiet. Yep. It's true, Cindy. Conservative voices will not be quiet, though. That's correct, LA Child. I go to BBC, Russian News. Yeah. And also, behold Israel. Hi, Marty. Good morning. MSM is corrupted by money. Well, it won't work, LA Child says. Yeah. No, Carmen, I didn't. You said the sound was gone over on YouTube, and I was saying that I had to restart it, so maybe it's back now. I'm not sure. Just a nerd notion to troubleshoot. Yeah. Yeah, Carmen, I think that the sound might be back, but I'm not sure. Time for conservative. Oh, no, Carmen, I didn't see that. Probably missed that one. Try to scroll up, but I don't think I'm going to be able to find it. Um, oh, you said there are 5 to 6 directors in Hollywood go to a hidden place and stay about 6 to 8 weeks. Oprah, only female that's been invited to this exclusive, very private yearly gathering. Well, and Oprah Winfrey is a billionaire, so that doesn't surprise me to see that she's been invited anywhere. She's probably on everybody's A list. Conservatives have to understand that it's not just Christians that are conservative. That's true. Yeah, there are a lot of conservatives. A lot of sometimes Christians aren't necessarily conservative. So there is so much of the J world is on fire. I can't stomach. We need to focus on domestic issues. Yeah, I mean, James, I think that would be a good idea if we're focused on domestic issues. But we are minutes away from a nuclear war. I am pretty sure at this point politics are a mute point. Well, I mean, that's what people like to say. I really need. Okay. Susan, you are trending on a Periscope. No, that's so odd. That's so odd. What is the meaning? What is the mean of talking? I don't understand the question. Nuclear war is politics. Yes, it's the hearts. It must be trending on Friday, even when YouTube isn't working. These men go there and rarely ever even speak. A true getaway, and she's been included for years now. Wow. Free Barry Manilow. I will pay back. Yeah, well, okay. Kind of when you're asking for money 1,000 times and people aren't responding, I have to let you go. So stop being afraid. Yeah, again, and here's the thing. You have to stop being so, it's the end of politics. You have to stop being so reactive and ready. Like when somebody says something's coming, woo, everybody gets all excited and they get scared. Uh, of course, Susan. Okay. But the thing of it is, there have been threats from North Korea practically every day for the last 50 years. There have been threats. All treat trolls like bad calls. Yeah, exactly. It's like if you're trolling in here, you're in the wrong place. When you get out of line, you're going to have to go because people they come in here to have a discussion and have an adult discussion. And if you're saying things, then you're going to have to go. And if you're trolling the other people in here and I see it, you're going to go. So conservative is on a spectrum like all other values. Yeah, that's true. Hey, Crusader, how are you? Good to see you. Um, that is, we have to remember that conservatism goes all over the place. Not trending on Periscope. Yeah, I don't really care, Carmen. It's like the key word is adult bag. Yeah, yeah. Just go to your safe coloring space, trolls. Sound okay. Okay, good. This globalist mindset has run up a $20 trillion debt. Yeah. Again, you hear this all the time. Do you think that traditional parties are going to vanish? I don't know, Ed. I've been around a long time. I don't really think so. I don't worry about North Korea other than they may be the fuse. Yeah, that's true. Conservatives will only survive. I couldn't read the rest of it. Yeah, it's hard to say. Do you think Iran is in with North Korea? Mm, that's a tough one. I know they're in with Russia and they're in with Syria. Don't know about North Korea. I kind of don't really think so, but who knows? No, it's not a wig, but thanks for asking. Have a nice day. So that's one of the things about getting all new people in. They start. Remember when Periscope first came out? The first question was, "Let's see what's in the refrigerator." That went on for like I don't know, 2 months or something. Used to drive me crazy. Hi, Patricia. Good to see you. So the most lovely blocker. I try to be, try not to be rude. As rude as the people I have to block. But whatever. Oh my gosh. I just want to have an adult conversation. I'm just so longing for that. It's like, oh, kindergarten class is in. Let's go. North Korea just wants to be treated as a nuclear power. North Korea, I feel really bad for the people of North Korea. I really do. Again, I know I say this just about every time, but you really need to go and watch that video, the documentary. There's not too many of them, but a documentary on North Korea to see how those people live. It's horrible. It's so frustrating that all these liberals can't just be respectful and acquiesce to our views. I don't think they have to acquiesce to our views. I think people need to be respectful, and they need to be respectful on both sides, conservatives as well as liberals. Yeah, while their people starve in North Korea, you feel the homeless. She could feed the homeless in Chicago. Yeah, yeah, she could. No, I guess Dawn is talking about Oprah, and doesn't seem to be doing that so much. Well, I guess you could consider it rude when they disagree with us, but people have the right to agree or disagree. It's how they come across and how they state their point. That is, just don't be rude to people. Susan, is it on your channel? No, Asher, it's not. I'll try to find it, but it's been a while since I saw it. Somebody went into North Korea and with permission and made this video. And the people really treat the dictator like a god. I mean, they really do. Bow down to him and everything else. And, they live in the dark. They don't have that much food. It's awful. Um, I don't know. I don't know what we do with North Korea. North Korea, I mean, they've been around a long time and they have a lot of people. I don't, maybe until they do something to us, we leave them alone. He murders his own family. Yeah. It's, hey, Robin, thanks for inviting people. It's hard to say, what to do. Thank you, Utah. Thanks I hope you come back. I'm on every day at 11 o'clock Eastern, right here on Periscope and also on YouTube. Anti-aircraft gun. I know EMPs or something like that. But again, I don't know the name Asher. I don't know that either. So again, I saw that documentary a couple years ago. I agree, James. I was a chat host and worked for AOL way back and win in grandstand sports. Wow. Yeah, James, that would be great, right? Wait till they nuke Japan. Whew. Nice time is great time for me. Good, good, good. Scott Adams predicts Kim Jong Un will suddenly disappear by summer's end. Could be LA Child. Somebody might go in and take him out. I mean, you'd have to say that there's something really wrong with him. I mean, I think everybody could agree on that. And right now, I think he's just trying to act big in front of his people. North Korea would be a burning ember. Wait until they hit us first. Not happening. Yeah, it's again, when you go in, we can't go into North Korea and take it over. Good, yay, thank you, Utah Red Hat. Yeah, and if you could just speak English in here so everybody knows what you're saying. They could nuke Seoul now. Well, they could do a lot of things. The Emperor's New Clothes Syndrome. Let's see. Would North Korea be better without him? Well, yeah, I don't think waiting for a good strike is a good idea. Yeah, but how long have people been in charge? I mean, what are you going to do? Take over every country? Did you see the horrific video he made? I'm not sure. No, I don't think so. Is that what it was, Lisa? LA created a state of emergency for the homeless on Skid Row. Wow, Skidmore Row. Some needs to take him out, but I can understand. Do you guys remember when I was remember the veteran in Los Angeles who was in that around that property? It's called Under the Sun. Okay, Lisa's saying Asher. It's called Under the Sun, and that's the North Korean film. So I hope you're still in here and you can hear me say that. Um, The veteran that was, I think it was on Veterans Day, he put up a little, it was kind of like a little tiny flag on the fence around that property that was for veterans' homes. And he was being prosecuted not, by the Obama administration. And the Judicial Watch took up his case. Does anybody remember that veteran that I talked to you about? In LA, I think his name was Rose Brock or Rose Brook. Um, Nuke China before someone else beats us to it. No, I don't think we want to start going around and taking everybody out. Yeah, Under the Sun. And I think Lisa said it's on Netflix, I believe, Asher. Hey, Bill, good to see you. But anyway, he was cleared. He won his case. Yes. I mean, can you believe he's like a 70-some-year-old man that they were taking to court to convict him on hanging this little tiny flag on a fence around this property that's supposed to be for veterans, designated for veterans, but is used practically for everything else but veterans. And it was supposed to be homes for veterans. They have some homes on that campus there supposedly, but they weren't. They were dilapidated. Nobody has been doing anything with them. And so, hey, Melody, good to see you. So that's, yeah. Did you see that, JPG? Yeah. So he won. Good for him. Should have won. They should have to apologize to him. They should have to, build him a home there. That poor man has been going there, I don't know for how long, um, trying to get somebody to wake up and see that this property that was designated for veterans is not being used as such. So I just wanted to let you know that happened, and that's a really positive outcome, I think. Yeah, gone, bing bang boom. Keith. Did you notice that, Keith? um Now, did you guys hear about WikiLeaks and that there's talk some US prosecutors are preparing and considering charges against WikiLeaks and Julian Assange? Did you hear about that? Yeah, North Korea is always doing that, though. North Korea is always claiming they're going to come after us, claiming they're going to come after South Korea. Yeah, are you kidding me? Doesn't support that about Julian Assange at all. That was pathetically ridiculous. Yeah, it was, Shauna. I know. Go after an older veteran like that. He's like 74. Some people put him at 78. I don't know how old he was. But it's like, yeah, well, that's a horrible thing. Yeah, I know. I know, Marty. LA is probably not like it used to be, but LA was bad even a long time ago. So, is this the Arizona group? No, Melody, that's not the VOP. This was a gentleman, just one guy in Los Angeles who's a veteran who was taking on basically this whole piece of property. I don't know who. I don't understand why it even got to where it is. I mean, he wasn't doing anything in violation. Everybody else is using it to schools are there using the property to run on the property. They're storing stuff there. Everything except for what veterans are supposed to have it used for. So what I would like to do is maybe get in touch with the man. I'm trying to, and maybe go to LA and talk to him. You want to take back your city? I know, LA child. Good luck. I'm telling you, you're going to have a hard time on it. Your heart's changed to screenshot. Sometimes I have to go out and fix. That's so ridiculous. Huh? Wow. Oregon sucks. Don't move up there. God. Somebody was saying that the man who's accused of killing the three people in Fresno was laughing during interrogation. Uh, yeah. Don was saying that properties on Sepulveda Boulevard in Los Angeles. Yeah, where doesn't it suck? Where do people think that it would be a good place to live, that you think it's just great, that doesn't suck? Today, YouTube is streaming. You're all scratchy, but chat is smooth. It's so ridiculous. I know, Shauna. After last night, they should consider the perp as a terrorist. Well, yeah, absolutely. Illinois is the worst. Indiana is good. Wow. Where's a good place to live? That's what I'm asking. Excellent question. Thanks. What's your opinion? Where do you think is a great place to live? Lots of places, such as yeah, heaven. Well, I guess I meant right here on Earth for the time being. Keep telling my husband we can be poor in Hawaii. Well, LA King, that's extremely liberal. So if you like that, not Stockton. Somebody is saying, Asher, why do you think he's the guy in Fresno is not a terrorist? I think he is. Depends on your definition. Arkansas, Asher's saying Don is saying he got a gunshot wound repaired there on Sepulveda Boulevard. Okay, that's interesting. I know, Shauna. There's no ideal place. You would need 3 homes in different regions. I like Texas most of the time, Cindy says. Uh, live in D.C. Wow. He killed a security guard days before killing the. Yeah, that's what he's been accused of, LA Child. Yep. He was wanted for killing a security guard a couple days before. Yeah. I know, Shauna. Interesting, huh? So interesting. Friday chat, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. People look at California, and a lot of people love California. So California is beautiful. It just depends upon your political persuasion, what you like. Serial killer? I don't know. I don't know. CMH, you tell me. I was being sarcastic. Sorry, I didn't get the sarcasm. Tennessee, yeah, Don. A lot of people like Tennessee. Where in Tennessee? You could go to Memphis, you could go to Nashville, where other places. Please stop sending your crazy lib kids here for college. Thanks. I'll tell you though, in Washington, they're massively removing MS-13 graffiti and lots of arrests. That's great. Yeah, that's really good. You've made it to the 53-minute mark. I know. Can you believe JPG? What's up with the world? Except my poor YouTube people today. They really had a hard time. The rest of us laugh at California, which makes Florida very happy. Celebrate! Yay! I don't know. Isn't it value to be open? Let's see. It's CMH. See, that's your opinion, and so if you say that, then just respect other people's opinions that they might have a different one. That's all. Some people like to live in a conservative place. Some people don't, and so you just have to respect everybody's opinion on that. I love California, but the laws are killing us. Yeah, no kidding, Asher. Or the lack of laws. Well, that's why I said, isn't it, and invited her feedback. Yeah. I'm just telling you, I'm giving you my feedback. Who are these people typing in Russia? I have no idea. I'm assuming they're Russians, but I'm not sure where you detected a lack of respect. I didn't say there was a lack of respect. I said to have don't. I just said in general. I wasn't specifically talking about you. Just saying we need to respect other people's opinions. Some people want to live in an all conservative place. Some people want to live in an all liberal place. Some people want to live in both. Idaho's very nice, conservative, nice parks and people. One party system sounds like a great idea. I don't diss your boring states. So, exactly. Mountains. Don wants to live in the mountains. Okay, Don. Ah, I'm going to scope after this season, and I'd like to. Okay. So okay. So anyway, so we talking about different places and everything else. We got about 5 minutes left. Anybody want any topics that you want to bring up? Neato. Can carry my guns here. I know, Don. Yeah, you people are so lucky. Oregon mountains are ugly, really? Wow. Donald, the mountains are great. Yep. Southern Indiana is pretty conservative and low crime rate. The Cajun Blizzard, yeah, yeah. I let's see, MSNBC had O'Reilly accusers. Yeah, O'Reilly had accusers. He had a new accuser, and there's I saw her report today. I forget where I saw it. She was just saying, I guess the latest woman that came forward was a person who she was a temp from a temp agency, back in 2008, I think it was, and said she didn't want to say anything because she was afraid of getting fired and she wanted to keep her job. But she was accusing him of grunting at her and calling her hot chocolate. How do I feel about us going after Assange? I'm really let's put it this way. Had we been doing what we're supposed to be doing all along, uh, I don't think there would have been a need for Julian Assange. And I think that we've caused a lot of the problems with that. Yeah. Because I mean, if we didn't have Assange right now, we wouldn't know half of what we know. And I think what he's uncovered has been amazing. And I think, but it's more of a testament to of what we should do and aren't doing. Yeah, if O'Reilly did do it, you can't excuse that type of behavior. Assange is over 10 years of never being wrong. I know. And he's not just going, Assange doesn't just go after America and reveal things in America. He's been doing that for other countries as well. And so again, if all of these countries would do things properly, there would be no need for him. Don said we can always blame it on the Russians until they get ticked off about it. Thank you, Kim. You have a great day too. We made it to the hour. Only see CNN reporting on Assange, so it's their wishful thinking. It could be because they're saying right now that it depends on who you look at. CNN saying authorities are going to possibly arrest Assange. Washington Post is saying possible charges include conspiracy, theft of government property, and violating the Espionage Act. Um, but again, that's just something that maybe the attorney for Assange is saying that he hasn't heard any information to that effect. So it could be that CNN needs to have ratings and they're trying to go for anything that they can. So have a great day. Thank you for coming in. Hope you come back and see us. Thanks for spending your Friday morning. Uh, I'm going to reboot a little bit later and hopefully, thank you. Are you kidding me? You have a great afternoon too. Yeah, it's just odd. I don't know what's going on today. Thank you, Robin. You never know. Maybe I'll pop on later. Brock saying CNN are fools. So is most American news. You must be not from America. I wish there was a like button under comments here. I know, Cindy, huh? It would be so great. Cool. Very cool, Shauna. Thank you, Monique. I'll see you guys later. You have a great weekend, and I'll be popping in and out. So, if you haven't already subscribed to YouTube, please do so. And CNN and All Out Attack to get Fox News while they're down. Oh, yeah, you betcha. That's all the more reason why we need more conservatives. God bless you too, Asher. Thank you so much for being on. Thanks you, everyone, for being on. God bless you all. We'll talk to you soon. Take care. All right, YouTubers. Hopefully next time we see you that you'll get a good video. Take care. God bless.